The Agosta-class submarine is a class of diesel-electric fast-attack submarine developed and constructed by the French DCNS in 1970s, to succeed the Daphné-class submarines. The submarines have served in the French Navy, as well as exported to the navies of Spain and Pakistan. It also used by Royal Malaysian Navy for the training purpose. They were replaced in French service by the Rubis-class nuclear attack submarines, but are still in active service with the navies of Spain and Pakistan. The French Navy grouped this model of submarine in their most capable class as an océanique, meaning ocean-going. Designed by the French Directorate of Naval Constructions, as very quiet but high-performance submarines, for operations in the Mediterranean, the boats of the Agosta A90 class are each armed with 4 boat torpedo tubes that are equipped with the pneumatically rammed rapid reload system that can launch weapons with the minimum of noise signature. The tubes were of a completely new design which allows the submarine to fire its weapons at all speeds and at any depth down to its maximum operational limit. The 4 boats in service with the French Navy, as its last conventionally powered submarines, up to their decommissioning early in the 21st century, were the Agosta, Beviziers, La Palma and Durescent. All were authorized in the 1970-75 naval program, as the follow-on class to the Daphné-class coastal submarines. La Palma was refitted with the removable swimmer delivery vehicle container aft of the sail, to replace similar facilities that had been available aboard the Naval, lead boat of an obsolete class of 6 ocean-going submarines, deleted during the 1980s. The Spanish Navy received 4 locally built Agosta-class boats during the early 1980s, namely the Galerna, Sirocco, Mistral and Tramontana, using French electronics, as well as French armament, in the form of the L5, F-17 and E-18 torpedoes. In mid-1978 Pakistan purchased 2 units, built originally for South Africa but embargoed before delivery, as the Hashbat and Hermed, and in 1994 ordered 3 more boats, of the improved Agosta A90B class, with the number of improved features. During the 1980s the French boats were revised, with the capability to fire the SM-39 underwater-launched variant of the Exocet anti-ship missile, whereas Pakistan looked to the other side of the Atlantic, and sought to procure the UGM-84 submarine-launched version of the U.S. Harpoon anti-ship missile. The Agosta 90B class submarines is an improved version, with modern systems, better battery with longer endurance, deeper diving capability, lower acoustic cavitation, and better automatic control, reducing crew from 54 to 36. It can be equipped with the MESMA Air Independent Propulsion (AIP) system. It is capable of carrying a combined load up to 16 torpedoes, SM-39 Exocet, and seaborne nuclear cruise missiles. The submarines were built through the technology transfer by France to Pakistan, that resulted in complicated and lengthy negotiations between the Benazir Bhutto government and the Mitterrand administration in 1992, and signed with the Chirac administration in 1992. The Agosta 90BS were chosen over the British upholder, Victoria-class, and the project was initially aimed at $520 million, but the program of technology transfer costed $950 million, for which France first provided loans that were paid in 5 to 6 years. In 2000, France gave Pakistan the license to offer commercial production of the submarines to potential customers. The SM-39 was test-fired from a Khalid-class submarine in 2001. PNS, M. Khalid, S-137, built in France by DCN Cherbourg, completed in 1999. PNS, M. Saad Dogar, S-138, assembled in Pakistan with French assistance, completed in 2002. PNS, M. Hamza, S-139, built in Pakistan with French assistance, commissioned August 14, 2006. PNS, M. Hashbat, S-135, completed in 1979, originally named Astrant. PNS, M. Hermit, S-136, completed in 1980, originally named Adventurous. On September 10, 1974, South Africa announced to expand its submarine arm by entering in defense talks with France to acquire the Agosta A90-class submarines. 113, South African Prime Minister P.W. Botha engaged in discussion with acquiring two Agosta A90-class submarines, with French President Valéry Giscard and had Captain L.J. Woodburn as the project manager of acquisition of Agosta A90 program in South African Navy. Dubagan Normandy, the French contractor, built two Agosta A90-class submarine. However, France denied to order of delivery to South African Navy following the implementation of Resolution 418, an arms embargo by the United Nations. In 1983 to 1985, the class of submarines were deployed in Arabian Sea during, and prevented the Indian actions in seaborne theater. As part of the Cold War operation, they were deployed in the Arabian Sea and later embarked on being deployed on long-range mission to test depth and submerged endurance in Indian Ocean. Transferred by French Navy to Royal Malaysian Navy. Turned into a museum ship in Klibang, Malacca. She was completed at the Arsenal de Cherbourg in 1978, and served the French Navy until her 2001 decommissioning. From 2005 to 2009, Agosta was employed as a training vessel to train Royal Malaysian Navy personnel, who will operate the two French-built Scorpion-class submarines planned for the Royal Malaysian Navy. Despite official statements in 2009 that Agosta had been sold to Malaysia, the position remained unclear. Because of Agosta's role in the establishment of the Malaysian submarine forces, plans to return the vessel to Malaysia to serve as a museum ship were announced in July 2009. Agosta was formally transferred to the Malaysian government on September 23, 2011, to be transported to Klibang, Malacca to become a submarine museum.